Alright, Phoenix, are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Sure.
Okay, good. We're playing...
Depends on which president.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, I don't think he did that good of a job, actually. Alright. Now.
He tried. He didn't have time.
Alright, we're playing Alter Ego Female Edition. And probably making inappropriate jokes about JFK's assassination. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
It's totally unusual.
There we go. Why do I need to enter my name? Oh boy, I hope our save games are still on here.
That would be bad.
That would be very annoying. Load a previous game. Yes. There we go. Let's see, last time we checked, you were age 15. Alright. So, let's see, where were we? Alright. Sorry folks, you'll have to excuse me if I cough or sound a little funny. I've been sick for the past, like, week, and it's not been fun. Anyway.
But it sounds thrilling.
Wasn't really. Anyway, a group of friends are getting together for a toga party this Friday night. It's probably not the right Let's Play to do since it requires me to be talking constantly. But, you know, whatever. Toga party, Friday night. Are you excited or not interested?
Not interested.
You don't like toga parties? Lame.
No.
Actually, I've never been to one, so I don't know if they're any fun or not. In fact, I really don't think people have them anymore, to be honest.
I think they're pretty out of date.
Alright. So you can go to the party or stay home.
I guess I'll go and see what they're doing.
It's gonna be an inappropriate response, I guarantee it. Yep.
Oh well. Well then fine, I will stay home.
Alright. Fine, don't be social. Please select the reason why you are not going to the party. Sounds too wild? No, it doesn't. I prefer to meet people in smaller, more intimate gatherings. We all know how Phoenix likes it intimate. And you feel depressed today. This episode is too ridiculous, or none of these reasons.
The last one?
None of these reasons?
No, the one before it.
Oh, there we go. They can't all be filled with gems of wisdom.
None of them are filled with gems of wisdom.
Phoenix, are you forgetting when you baked?
No.
That was extremely wisdom and edifying and all sorts of stuff. Are you still going out with what's his name? That's going to be important for this next episode, I think. Steady relationship with Peter. Good. Alright. Oh, you're still too young for this episode. So, let's see. Basically, now we're going to have to do some of the side missions, as it were. So, let's see, don't have any there or there. You could do a risk-taking one, but those actually aren't that interesting. Basically, you just have to decide whether to continue or exit, and sometimes they kill you. So I don't think we'll be doing those. So you can choose. Would you rather, further your personal life with Peter, or would you rather go to high school?
Further personal life with Peter?
Okay.
Sounds more interesting.
You can talk about becoming engaged to your study partner. I think that's a bit too soon since you're 15, but... you know, whatever. Let's see, go on a date / have an experience with your present partner.
An experience.
Alright. You and Peter have spent the evening watching television upstairs in his room. It's a quiet night, and the two of you snuggle into each other's arms and begin to nap.
That sounds
Wow.
riveting.
Wow. You can cut the sexual tension with a knife as the two of you nap. You are disturbed from your peaceful sleep by the sounds of birds chirping outside the window.
That's what woke me up?
Apparently.
Okay.
You're a really light sleeper. Anyway. So is it the... Oh man, if I only could remember the line about whether it was the morning lark or the evening... Screw it. You know how long it's been since I read Romeo and Juliet? Anyway.
A long time? Like most people?
It wasn't really that good. Anyway, you open your eyes and realize you have fallen asleep for 6 hours. That's how long you sleep in Grand Theft Auto. Anyway, it's 4:37 in the morning. So you were over there at 10:37 in the evening. Anyway.
Okay.
Your parents will have a fit if you come home this late. What will you do? Try to sneak into your house without anyone finding out? Walk into the house and face the music? Or tell Peter he'd better think of something because this is his fault?
Face the music?
I can try and sneak in?
It's gonna fail.
Are you sure?
It always does.
Oh, come on. Be ballsy. Go for it.
Actually, wouldn't being ballsy have involved going in facing the music?
No, that's responsible. You're confusing tough with responsible. Completely different. Mutually exclusive, too.
Okay, then I'll try and sneak in. And when it fails, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright, you just need to do a stealth check. Alright, your father is asleep on the couch, directly facing the door. He has obviously been waiting for you to arrive. While he's snoring, you notice the massive size of his mouth. What?
Well,
What?
okay.
What the hell is wrong with you? He's wearing paisley pajama bottoms, and his chest is heaving up and down as he breathes. What? Unnecessary information, Phoenix. What's wrong with you? You are frozen in panic. Well, I'm frozen in panic now. You have to make a move soon. You try to tiptoe past him, only 3 feet to go until you reach the stairs. Snort, snort, snort. Pigmen, jump out of the closet! Oh. Just a minute, young lady. At this point, you can tell the truth, create a Pulitzer Prize-winning story. Category, fiction.
How about we tell the truth?
There we go. See, so you gotta do what you were doing in the first place.
Yeah.
After all, the truth can't hurt, right? That is correct, but only provided that the person to whom you are telling the truth actually believes it is the truth. Your father does not believe you fell asleep watching television. He would prefer to believe that the two of you spent all night doing frivolous, immoral, and perverted things with one another. Okay. Anyway.
Alrighty.
After all, that is what he did when he was your age. Alright, Anyway. And hence treats you as such. He banishes Peter from the house, never to return. Mom is much more understanding. She tells you to pay no attention to that old goat. Clearly, your parents' relationship is emotionally healthy. Let's see,
Oh,
how old
Lord.
Oh, you're 16 now, so maybe now you can do this mission. I'm calling them missions now because I can. Alright. It's time for the junior prom. Are you planning to attend?
Yes.
Who will you be going with? a steady boyfriend, someone I am currently dating, or I don't know if anyone will ask me.
Whichever one would be Peter. So
It'd be a steady boyfriend, I think.
steady boyfriend.
Peter looks absolutely stunning in his rental sky blue tuxedo with pink ruffled shirt. As anyone does in a sky blue tuxedo with a pink ruffled shirt. Also, it's rented. Good. Never buy your own tuxedo. Anyway, the events that transpire over the course of the evening include you and your date have a memorable time and take a moonlight stroll on the beach, where you pause for a bit of sandy romance. Ew. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and whatever. Oh, that's it. So he told you about how he doesn't like sand because it's coarse and rough.
Okay.
Alright.
This game just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, well, you know. We'll have another experience. Just when things have really begun to take off with you and Peter, alright, an old boyfriend calls up, one of many, I might add, and begs to speak with you or see you just one more time. Because that's just the kind of effect you leave on people. Anyway, you can see him, or you can tell him firmly that it's over.
Tell him firmly that it's over.
Why tempt yourself with something that is certain to open up a closet full of old skeletons? You have made a healthy separation, and no longer wish to be involved with your ex. Seeing him would only reinforce the fact that you still need each other, in which case he might never stop calling you for help, favors, etc. Okay. Thank you, game. You and Peter are both thinking through your decisions about going to college. Peter wants to go to a college that has a strong pre-med program. You're gonna be a doctor. There are none in that area. Okay, not gonna be a doctor. Maybe a lawyer. Anyway, attending that college would mean that he would need to travel a great distance. You wouldn't see each other for long periods of time. Which one of these things reflects your feelings on this? Angry, mixed feelings, or okay?
Mixed feelings.
Your ambivalence pulls you in two directions at once. And you cough. You want to please yourself by having Peter with you. If you wanted to please yourself, Peter would not be involved. Anyway, and you want to please Peter by supporting his decision. Oh, you're going to be supporting his decision. I know. I'm hip to it. You know, supporting the decision. Is that even legal? I don't think it is, man. It's some weird stuff.
Probably not.
Okay. To go away to college. Oh. This is not something that you can work out in one short episode. It is a difficult problem to resolve. Think about it. Is it worth trying to tie Peter down close to you if it means the possibility that he will resent you for it later on? Yes! This is the female edition. Of course it is. Stupid game. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, this matter contains subject matter of a sexual nature. Good.
Oh dear.
You are with Peter, and the two of you are getting romantic. You are alone in his room, and his parents aren't home. Bow chicka wow wow. Peter looks at you glassy-eyed, and you comment that he should probably see an eye doctor. Clearly subject matter of the most sexual nature. Going to see the doctor. And tells you, I think we should try it. You say, yes, I'm really in the mood for the new brand of microwave popcorn. And the two of you have a wonderful time. You can say, I'm not ready yet. Say no. Firmly. You can say, let's kiss a little more first. Or just say okay. And start getting naked.
Go with... kiss a little more first?
Alright. The two of you kiss, and Peter begins to move his hands all over your body and is beginning to breathe heavily.
Well...
You can slow him down or let him continue.
We'll let him... we'll let him continue, because that's going to be the more interesting response.
It will be. The two of you begin to have sex.
Wow. Yeah, you can have sex now. Alright.
Level up! Alright.
Woo! Level
Okay.
up. Socially, yeah.
I don't... Okay. He is still very rough and inexperienced, and he is not a sensitive lover.
And he hurt me, that bastard.
At least not this time. Nah. See, you're forgetting. He's a man. Never. Anyway. Alright. Awesome. Alright, I'm satisfied with this episode. We can stop now. Oh, sorry. We're still going. Alright. We'll have another experience. Oh, good. No sexual this time. Anyway, even though your mother knows that you are currently dating someone, she candidly asks if you had ever considered dating her friend's son, Egbert. What do you think of this suggestion? Mom, I just lost my virginity to Peter in the last episode. Come on. Oops, I mean, never mind.
My life.
So you can tell her to mind her own business, tell her you appreciate it but no thanks, or ask her what Egbert looks like. Clearly loyal to the end, Phoenix is.
Tell her no thank you.
A very sensitive response. Are you always like this?
Yes.
Sensitive, unlike Peter, while making love. Well, you must be very healthy.
What?
You must be...
Okay.
I'm so healthy. Okay. Oh, do not try and do an awesome possum voice. Holy cow. Alright.
Try not to choke to death before we finish.
I'm trying. Oh man. Also, don't try and drink Dr. Pepper while you have a cough drop in your mouth. Alright. While having a soda at Peter's house, a Dr. Pepper obviously, the phone rings. He picks it up and looks around the room nervously. Sorry, I'm looking around the room nervously. You can't see it, but I was. Anyway, he walks out of the room with the phone, and you think you can hear him say, I told you not to call me at home. He puts the phone back down and proceeds as if it had never rung. You casually ask who it was, and his voice cracks as he says, no one. His eyes dart around the room. How do you feel about this? Suspicious, angry, or confused?
Confused.
You are confused. You're not really that bright. Will you keep pressing him for information until he finally tells you who was calling? Yes or no?
Yes.
Exactly. Female edition. He still won't tell you. Oh, didn't succeed. You're obviously not very good at this. Alright. Let's try some high school stuff. Oh, of course. We try high school, and the first thing that comes up is... I'm waiting for you to guess.
Something sexual?
Yes!
Yeah.
You and your classmate... Oh, great. You and your classmates are changing into your clothes for gym class. For a moment, everyone is naked. Seeing as how they're, you know, changing for gym class. Anyway, even though you try not to look, you can't help notice some of the other girls' chests. Why are you staring at other women's boobs? What's wrong with you, you lesbian? Freaking lesbo.
Actually, you say that like it's like all women don't do that.
You
should know that we do.
You and your depraved lesbotic tendencies. You make me
Lesbotic.
sick. Lesbotic, yes. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. Wondering about how you compare to everyone. How do you feel? Really? Do girls really just size up each other's breasts in the middle of... Really?
Yes.
That's... I'm not sure how I feel about that, actually. But... Men wouldn't do something like that. Well,
lies.
I've been told that they do. I never did, but... You know, maybe that's because I'm not gay. But, you know, anyway. You can be extremely anxious and self-conscious. Very anxious and self-conscious. A little anxious and self-conscious. Or not anxious at all.
Not anxious.
This is an unusually calm response. That's it.
Wow, this is an unusually calm response. Thanks.
Alright. I don't see how that really contains the subject matter of a sexual nature. I don't know.
The word naked.
I'm just thinking that, you know, a bunch of girls getting naked in, right after gym class, I could just think of more interesting sexual situations than the one we were presented with. You know, I'm just saying.
Probably.
But, you know. Your teacher has just accused the class bully of breaking a valuable piece of equipment that you saw the school custodian break. The custodian denies it to the hilt, and you wonder why he has a hilt. And the teacher believes him. This class bully is punished and suspended from school. You can tell the teacher you saw the custodian break it, or say nothing.
Say I saw the custodian break it?
Your teacher tells you to mind your own business. Why would the custodian lie about something like that? He says.
'Cause he doesn't want to lose his job, you dumbass. These people aren't smart.
Tasty soda. Anyway. You have been studying all night long for a chemistry test. Oh, never mind. There is one formula that you absolutely cannot learn. At about 2 a.m., you begin to see how easy it would be to write the formula on your hand and cheat from it. Don't do that. Just learn the freaking quadratic equation already. Alright, test time, Phoenix. Recite the quadratic equation.
I don't know.
You don't remember it?
Nope.
Alright. I did it in my Final Fantasy one, but I forgot to mention the square root. Let's see if I can do it correctly this time. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a.
Okay.
Be duly impressed, Phoenix.
Yes, I'm very, very impressed.
Okay. Good. I can move on now. You can write it on your hand or try to learn it from memory.
Try to learn it.
I was able to learn it. The more you try, the more you are frustrated. At 4 a.m., it took you 2 hours and you can't freaking learn the quadratic equation. You suck. Alright, you finally doze off to sleep. The next day when you sit down to take the test, you find out that the formula you couldn't learn was not included on this test.
Hooray.
Because it was chemistry, and you don't use the quadratic equation in chemistry, you dingbat. Your grade for the test is a B. Really?
Yeah.
A B? Although it is chemistry, I'll forgive you for getting a B in chemistry. Alright. In gym, everyone has to take the president's test. or something like that. And cough. For physical fitness, everyone has to run the 50-yard dash. Oh, this is clearly a subject matter of a sexual nature. You can just tell when they say the 50-yard dash. There is nothing more sexual. Last year, when Mary was running... Wait, Mary? Oh, creepy. Anyway, she tripped at the end. Yeah, that's Mary, alright. Anyway, all the Belmar Hills boys were watching, whoever the hell they are, and they were extremely cruel. Maybe they're a gang, I guess? Belmar Hills boys. Yeah, and they were extremely cruel.
Okay.
Anyway, you can go all out for the test, or be careful not to mess your hair.
Go all out.
Freaking girls. Why would you be careful not to mess your... Anyway, we're going all out. What the hell, right? You give it all you've got and run the fastest 50-yard dash in school. The boys call you Lightning for a while.
Yay?
The girls don't call you Lightning because that's stupid.
Yes.
You're not Colonel Volgin. Well,
Okay.
then again, you are constantly going around grabbing men's junk, so yeah, I guess you are kind of like Colonel Volgin. See, Metal Gear Solid crotch grabbing reference there. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, see. Anyway, and it's so original too. No one makes those jokes like that. Anyway, your home economics teacher, Mrs. is upset because no one seems to be paying any attention to her. Because they can't pronounce her name. Most of the students in class are going completely berserk. Matches made a dough bomb and hurled it across the room. Larry stole a frog from science class and covered it with melted chocolate.
Aww.
Poor froggy. You are taking it in stride, but just
That's no way to make a chocolate frog.
But just laughed hard when Jimmy spilled some flour on the front of Jeanette's shirt. Because that's hilarious.
It's totally...
Laugh, damn it! Laugh! Why aren't you laughing? Then tried to brush it off. Okay.
What? Now it became something of a sexual nature.
So obviously it was copying a feel. Okay, that is kind of funny. All of a sudden, Mrs. What's her name? Singles you out and tells you to go to the principal's office. She doesn't care that Jimmy's feeling up Jeanette in the middle of class. What will you do?
I could call her a bitch.
You can go down to the office, or you can protest.
Go down to the office.
Oh, come on.
Protesting never works.
Do it!
No!
Please?
No.
It'll be more interesting.
And it's gonna do something bad.
Well, maybe. Maybe you'll get a chance to feel up Jeanette.
Don't want to fill up Jeanette.
Well, that's not the kind of story I was hearing down in the locker room in the earlier episode.
Nobody fills anybody up in the locker room.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Not to the school that went.
Anyway, so fine, we'll go down to the office. Loser. Anyway, you are on your way down to the office when it occurs to you that no one will know if you just walk around the halls for a little bit, hang around in the bathroom, and walk out.
Oh, Lord.
You are a treacherous swine. Anyway, you can walk around in the halls or actually go to the office.
Just go to the damn office.
You wait outside the principal's office while the secretary, Mrs. Grungy, Grungy Grundy, announces your request for a meeting. Principal is fed up with Mrs. What's-Her-Name dumping all her problems on him. He sends you back to class, and that's it. Wow. Fraught with excitement. Mr. Harvey is a school guidance counselor. Dun dun da da da. Dun dun dun. Who is kind and helpful to all his students. Dun dun da da da. Oh. After 30 years of faithful service to the school, he is leaving. Your teacher requests a donation for a present. Will you contribute?
Yes.
How generous! Any amount will be fine. How much will you donate? 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, $5.
$5.
Alright. See, remember that, because that's going to be a clue for the end of the game when you're trying to track down the people who retired from the school and who got gifts like that, and then you can cross-check that with the area that the killer's been spotted in according to a receipt or... I don't remember. By the way, if anyone knows what game I'm talking about, bravo. It's a famous game, but I butchered that joke. So, if you were able to decipher it, you're on your way.
I think I did. I'm not quite sure.
Alright, and your guess is?
It sounds like Heavy Rain.
Yes, exactly.
Yay!
He gave $5.
I'm so smart.
He gave $5 to the watch, and then later on you use that to track down Tubbs.
Yep.
By the way, in case anyone's curious, I had everyone survive my first time through that game, except for one of them. But it was obvious why he died. Anyway.
Because you killed him.
Yeah, pretty much. I did try and save him, though. I tried to pull him back up, but douchebag tried to trip me right afterwards.
But he decided to be a douchebag, so he died anyway.
Right. It was one of those, I could have just let him fall, and I knew what was going to happen, but, in the movies, they always have to help the bad guy up first, and then he needs to, attack them. That way, Jaden's morally in the clear, because the bad guy killed himself.
Yes.
It's the most cliched,
Exactly.
It's the most cliched ending to any movie ever. But, actually, we're just about out of time for this part, so I will stop the recording, and we'll be back in a bit. And I will cough some more. Alright, folks. See you then.
Whee!